The rain hammered against the cracked windows of the abandoned house as Detective Clara Hayes stepped inside. The air was thick with the smell of mildew and decay. Her flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. In the corner of the room beneath a loose floorboard, she found it, a small leather-bound diary. The name Emily Carter was etched on the cover in faded gold letters. Clara's heart raced. Emily had vanished 5 years ago, and this diary might finally reveal what happened to her. But as Clara flipped through the pages, she realized this wasn't just a diary. It was a ticking time bomb. The next few pages detailed Emily's investigation into a powerful group of men, local politicians, businessmen, and even a police officer. She had stumbled upon a secret society that operated in the shadows, preying on vulnerable women. Emily had names, dates, and locations. But the most chilling entry was this. November 3rd, I confronted him. I thought he'd deny it, but he just smiled. He said, "You'll never tell anyone. No one will believe you." He's right. They're too powerful. But I have proof. I hid it. If anything happens to me, it's in the red box. Clara's mind raced. What red box? And where was it now? As Clara dug deeper, she discovered that Emily had been systematically silenced. Her apartment had been ransacked, her friends intimidated, and her family paid off. But Emily was smarter than they thought. She had left clues in her diary, cryptic messages that only someone determined enough could decipher. One entry read, "The truth is buried where the roses never die." Clara remembered the old cemetery on the outskirts of town where Emily's grandmother was buried. The headstone was adorned with a rose engraving. She rushed there, her flashlight cutting through the darkness. Beneath the headstone, she found a small red box. Inside was a USB drive. Back at the station, Clara plugged in the USB drive. It contained videos, horrifying, gut-wrenching videos of the men Emily had written about. They were assaulting women, bribing officials, and laughing about it. But the final video stopped Clara cold. It showed Emily herself, bruised and terrified, speaking directly to the camera. "If you're watching this, I'm probably dead. But don't let them win. Take this to the press. Expose them. And if you're one of them, know this, I'm not the only one who knows. There's someone else, someone you'll never see coming." Clara's phone buzzed. It was an anonymous text. "Stop digging, or you'll end up like Emily." She stared at the screen, her heart pounding. Who sent this? Was it one of the men in the videos? Or was it the someone else Emily had mentioned? Clara knew she was in over her head, but she couldn't stop now. Emily's voice echoed in her mind. Don't let them win. As Clara prepared to take the evidence to the press, she noticed something strange about the USB drive. Hidden in the files was a folder labeled "For Clara." Inside was a video of Emily, but this time she was calm and composed. "Detective Hayes, if you're watching this, I knew you'd be the one to find my diary. I've been watching you for years. You're the only one I trust to finish what I started. But be careful. They're closer than you think. One of them is in your precinct." The screen went black. Clara's blood ran cold. She looked around the station, her eyes landing on her partner, who was watching her with an unreadable expression. Clara didn't know who to trust. The men in the videos were powerful, but the traitor in her precinct was even more dangerous. She decided to leak the evidence anonymously, ensuring it would go viral before anyone could stop it. As the videos spread like wildfire, the city erupted in outrage. The men were arrested, but Clara knew the fight wasn't over. Emily's warning haunted her. One of them is in your precinct. The story ends with Clara sitting in her car, staring at her partner's name on her phone. She hesitates, then dials a number. "Hello, it's Clara. We need to talk." The screen fades to black, leaving the audience wondering, who is the traitor? And will Clara survive long enough to expose them? Or would you go to uncover the truth, even if it meant risking everything? Comment your answer.